We are working out for the next 365 days in a row. So many of us struggle to make positive changes in their lives, and I tend to give up too. We can't stick to our goals. You see, we've done this challenge at least 10 times, reaching 200 plus days at least twice. I was hoping to get myself into breakdancing shape because I always wanted to breakdance. And failure was crushing. And sometimes when you fail a lot, you give up. And in my case, you give up on your dreams for good. I made excuses instead. But now, even if I give up, or I sleep in, or I stop, we're just going to start over again. We will become stronger. So what follows are my workouts and thoughts each day. Every day, we can decide to make good choices. So don't give up on yourself.
I made a big mistake on this day, workout every day number 6, which was I decided for some reason to stay in my bed and not get out and work out early. So I'm a big person and proponent of, hey, just work out early, get it done, and do the rest of your day, and everything's fine. But for some reason, this year has been the hardest for me to actually just get out of my bed. And well, I had work as well, so I had to go to work, finish all that, and then still have my exercise on the table, and that's just so terrible. I'm sure there are some of you out there that can relate where you're scrambling for any moment in the day where you can actually have time to yourself to do exercise for whatever reason, whatever you might be busy with. It's like, okay, maybe I have this small time slot, and you just hope and pray that you can get it done within that time. And this is just kind of what this day was like for me. And it's all because I decided to not wake up at 3 a.m. To not wake up at 2:30, because like there's no other time slot available, right? And that kind of makes me think about something I talked to with the Subway guy. Actually, me and him are becoming good friends now. But anyways, I was talking to him, and he was like, I was talking about exercise because he's been trying to get back into fitness, and he's like, man, like, how do you like work out all the time? And like, I don't understand. Like, it's so difficult. And he's been like, what, 2 months off now. Shout out to my boy, but he was really, really passionate. He wanted to get back into it again. And he's like, what do you do when you're like low motivation, where you can't find the time? It's like, man, you're gonna have a whole host of days. I'll say this like a billion times. There's gonna be good, bad, and whatever days, but like I think the more and more that you can accept the worst case scenario, and the more and more you realize that things are probably just gonna be very uncomfortable, and just make that accept, like, you have to accept it right then and there, the better off you'll be. And to give yourselves, to give you guys an example of what I went through today, was like I came home, and the first thing I did, I put everything down. I was like, okay, I'm gonna give myself a little bit to do a little bit of research, look at emails, stuff like that, for like 20 minutes. Boom, after that's done, instantly go for a run. And that's exactly what I did. I made the plan, I set it, and I did it. And that's really hard for me because I tend to catastrophize and think about, oh my gosh, this run's going to be so terrible. I love running with music, and I'm doing this thing where I don't run with it anymore because I just want to focus on my breathing and my own thoughts. And that just seemed like the most terrible thing in the entire world, running without music. That was my kryptonite today. I was so afraid of it. And early in the morning, my other thing that I didn't want to do, I didn't want to take a shower. Okay, not because I don't like showering, but because I make my showers ice cold. Just as a little thing that makes it a little bit more difficult. Because why not? Things are already tough. Why not make them just a little bit more tough? And yeah, those things are, because my mental is so weak, are very difficult to get through. But now that I've got through them, I'm like, hey, that's just a little bit of something that I was able to motivate myself to do, despite the fact that I already felt like everything was ending and things weren't gonna work and this and that, and now I have to work out in the evening and I have to go for a run, and it's like, okay, well, if I can handle this now, then I'm pretty sure I can keep handling it. I can keep doing better, and that's kind of how I'm trying to build some self confidence, doing little things here and there. So my advice to my friend from the sandwich shop is, hey man, you gotta just realize that whatever you're going through, whatever time you have, even if it's small, you're probably just gonna not want to do it, and it's gonna be uncomfortable. And there might be days where you really want to do it, and that's awesome. But the reality is probably not gonna be that. Anyway, that's kind of a glum note to leave on. It's fine to love exercise, guys. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.